Good morning, children. Today's topic is conservation of energy. Mechanical energy is always constant. So, what is its concept? See, conservation of mechanical energy. Conservation of mechanical energy. Statement: mechanical energy of a system is always conserved if work done on a body due to conservative force. If work done on a body due to a conservative force, then mechanical energy of a body is always constant. So now see how mechanical energy is constant. Suppose that this is the earth's surface. Here is the body. Its mass is m. Its height from here is h. When this body is dropped, this body is falling down due to the application of gravitational force, because only one force is acting on this body, that is mechanical force. So we are taking this one position 1, this is position B, and this is position C. At position A, potential energy at A, potential energy at A equal to mgh is equal to mgh, because this is the reference position. From here height is h, so potential energy of this body at A, that is mgh. Kinetic energy at A equal to half m. Body is at rest here, so 0 square. So mechanical energy equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy is equal to mgh plus 0, that is mgh. Again at position B, potential energy, the height from here to here, this distance is y, so this height will be equal to h minus y. This is the h minus y. So potential energy will be equal to mg h minus y. Kinetic energy. When body drops, here initial velocity will be 0, but when the body is coming down at this position, there will be certain velocity. That velocity will be equal to v. So this will be equal to half mv square. V is unknown, we can find out. Since v square minus u square equal to 2as. So v square, u square is 0 square to g acceleration due to gravity, and distance is y. So 2gy. So kinetic energy will be equal to half m v square equal to 2gy. 2 will be cancelled. So kinetic energy equal to mgy. So mechanical energy at B equal to potential energy at B plus kinetic energy at B. That is equal to potential energy at B, potential energy at mgh minus mgy plus mgy. It is cancelled. So mechanical energy at B is equal to mgh. It proves that total mechanical energy at position A is equal to total mechanical energy at position B, then certainly total mechanical energy at point C will be also mgh. Here work is done on a body due to gravitational force, and gravitational force is a conservative force. On this body only one force is acting, that is gravitational force, and gravitational force is a conservative force. So work is done, and that work is done on a body, then potential energy of the body and kinetic energy of the body will be always constant if conservative force acts on the body. So mechanical energy of a system, it proves that mechanical energy of a system means potential energy plus kinetic energy of the body will be always constant. It will be always conserved only when, listen carefully, only when conservative force works on the body, not due to non-conservative force, only conservative force. Okay? Then how it works with the numerical problems? See, take one problem. Problem number 1. Problem number 1. Suppose that there is a height h, and here is the Earth's surface. Body is kept here. Our body is kept here. Its mass is m. The body is at rest. Find velocity. Find velocity. Find velocity when it reaches at bottom. Find velocity when it reaches at bottom. The body is kept here. Now it will start slipping from here. When it will reach here, we have to find the velocity. Now we want to use here conservation of mechanical energy. We have to indicate this is the position A and this is the position B. On this body, two forces are acting. One force is gravitational force, mg, and other force is normal force. It is also acting. But this normal force making 90 degree with the displacement, so work done due to normal force will be equal to 0. Only there will be finite value of work done due to this weight, means gravitational force. So gravitational force is a conservative force, so we can use conservation of mechanical energy, because only one conservative force is acting on the body, that is gravitational force. Since only gravitational force is acting on the body, then since it is a conservative force, then from conservation of mechanical energy, total mechanical energy at A is equal to total mechanical energy at B. Total mechanical energy at A due to this gravitational force mgh, that is potential energy. Kinetic energy half m. Here velocity is 0 because body is at rest. Here when body will reach here, its velocity will be v. We are taking this reference, so height will be 0 at that position. So potential energy will be equal to mg0 plus half mv square. So this is 0, this is 0, m will be cancelled, and this will be equal to 2gh under square root, that is equal to v. We got the value v equal to under square root 2gh. We have used the concept of conservation of mechanical energy because on this body two forces are acting. One is normal force and other is conservative force, that is weight, gravitational force. Actually, due to this normal force, work done is 0 because normal force is making 90 degree with this displacement. So this is 0. So only one conservative force is acting. So we can use the conservation of mechanical energy. I think clear? See the next question. Problem 2. Problem 2. There is a tower. This is the earth's surface. The height of the tower is h. We are throwing a body. With velocity u. We have to find with what velocity body will strike, with what speed body will strike on the earth surface, on the earth surface. Certainly the body is thrown like that, so body will reach at this position. Here speed will be v. On this body only gravitational force is acting. That gravitational force is a conservative force, so we can use the conservation of mechanical energy. So from conservation of mechanical energy, conservation of mechanical energy, this is the position A, this is the position B. So mechanical energy at A equal to mechanical energy at B. Mechanical energy at A, half mgh plus mechanical mgh plus your kinetic energy, half mu square. Mechanical energy at B, this is the reference position. Reference position means height will be measured from here. So here mg height at position B, height will be 0 plus half mv square. So this will be equal to mgh plus half mu square. This is 0, half m by 2 under square root is equal to v. M will be cancelled, so this will be equal to 2 gh plus u square by 2 under square root. This is the value of v under square root 2 gh plus u square by 2. This is the velocity. So we cannot find the direction because direction will be found by another method, because this body is a projectile. So using that method we can find the direction. We can find the speed using this conservation of mechanical energy. One problem more. Problem 3. Problem 3. This is a pendulum. Its mass is m, its length is L. Its mass is m, length is L. Now pendulum is applied by a force and released then it acquires at position B, making angle 60 degree. It acquires position B, making an angle 60 degree, making an angle 60 degree. Find the speed of body at A. At this position, initial velocity is u. This is the question. This is a pendulum. Its length of pendulum is L. This is mass M. We have applied a force. Due to this force, body gains initial velocity u. The body is going. Body acquires this position B. When body will reach at this position B, we have to find what is the velocity at this position. Actually, when it will be released, only one force is acting, that is gravitational force. So, gravitational force, since gravitational force is a conservative force, so we can use what? Conservation of mechanical energy. One force is also acting. This is the tension in a string, but tension makes 90 degree with the displacement. So work done due to tension will be 0. So only one conservative force is acting, that is gravitational force. So we take the position. This is the reference line. You are knowing this reference line is always taken for potential energy, because you are knowing potential energy is a relative term and it will be always calculated from the reference point. So this is the reference line. Now body will reach at this position. Then what will happen? This is the height. We take, this is the position A, this is the position B. From conservation of mechanical energy at A is equal to mechanical energy at B. Mechanical energy at A, that is equal to mg, h equal to 0. Kinetic energy at B, that is equal to half mu square. This is the potential energy, this is the kinetic energy. Mechanical energy at B, here potential energy will be equal to this height is y, that is equal to mg y plus kinetic energy, that is equal to half mv square. Here at this position speed is v. Now this is 0. half mu square equal to mg y plus, this can be written as minus mgy equal to mv square by 2. M will be cancelled. This 2 will be combined this side. 2 u square by 2 minus gy under square root is equal to v. Here problem is that y we have supposed, this is given in the question, but y we have supposed we have to find the y. This is the height y. This is the height y. This is y. Then certainly from here to here, this will be equal to L minus y. This is the y. This is L minus y. We can take here, this is length L. We can take here cos 60. Cos 60 is equal to L minus y by L. L minus y by L. We can take here 1 minus y by L. Cos 60 1 by 2 is equal to 1 minus y by L. This can be written as y by L equal to 1 minus 1 by y, which implies y by L equal to half. So we can take here y equal to L by 2. So in place of y we can put here be equal to u square by 2 into 2 multiplied by 2 minus g, the y is equal to L by 2 and it is multiplied by 2 also under square root u square by 2 multiplied by 2 minus gy multiplied by 2 under square root. 2 will be cancelled, this 2 will be cancelled, so the speed at that position will be equal to u square minus gi. I think clear? So in all the three numerical problems we have used the conservation of mechanical energy. In nutshell, you learn this thing. While using the conservation of mechanical energy on the body, only conservative force should act. If there are some non-conservative force, then due to non-conservative force, work done should be 0. Then you can use the conservation of mechanical energy. Okay, thank you.